With Destiny 1, now the enrollment and the payment information flows through our department, and we're not dependent on others. As a result, we become more self-reliant.
We could get a section built and out to the public for registration in the same day. And I mean, really, I can't tell you how many days that cut off the process. We're talking about months rather than days in terms of efficiency. We've also sort of done away with having a start date for registration for a particular semester, so that as soon as something's ready, from a coordinator's point of view, we put it out there so that students can register and they don't have to remember to come back. It cuts down on the cancellation rates. It gives the instructors and the coordinators more prep time. To us, it feels like sort of coming out of the cave into the modern times in some ways.
Others have brought up the issue of the payments. Working with Destiny, we were able to make that much more transferable for our students. The pay as you go as we do, you know, that makes it very flexible for us, and then we can let our students know immediately whether the class has been canceled or whether it's good to go.
But instructor payroll, now our payroll, the contracts are generated right out of Destiny. We use categories in order to figure out who needs to be hired for first-time instructors. Everybody is paid on a graded basis. It's actually much faster for them to get paid, and it's improved things immensely. We were able to reduce our staff manual intervention for enrollment changes by over 90%. Certificate returns reduced from 6 weeks to 1 week, and similarly transcript turnaround times were improved.
We moved into COVID. We haven't seen any decline in production, and our students really like registering with Destiny. But we've basically cut 40% of her time with the class production process.
One of the goals we set was to move our online registration to about 90%, and we wanted to do that within the first 3 years. Within the first 3 months of implementing Destiny 1, we had moved up to 93% within the first 3 months.
Having ready access to their profile, we can see a lot in there that helps resolve issues for students. We were able to start implementing deposits on some of our courses, which was a huge help. We have access to the demographic data, like where people are calling in from, so that if there are classes that utilize Zoom or in-person experiences, that we can use that to recommend times for the calls to the instructors. That's another feature that I think the learners benefit from.
The biggest one was our registration staff being able to be downsized there. What I think about is the capacity of people to do work that was different than what they were doing before.
When we moved over to Destiny, we were able to, over time, let go of, we had over 100 different systems, and we've reduced that down to about 12, and it saved us. And not just money, but saved us disasters.
The fact that we own our own data now, and we're not reliant on them, has been a huge factor for us. With this increase of enrollments in our online courses, unexpectedly, we turned on the, open the second section feature, and that's made an incredible difference.
In implementing Destiny, the way Destiny has connected with Banner so that it's seamless, the process is easy now. The ROI that we get, the 30% that we see gained in each site office enables us to do other things and work on other projects. And certainly with the 40% that our registration specialist doesn't have to deal with, has allowed her to help me. We have been able to start new sections, and the efficiency of developing those new sections and and getting them in the database and being able to offer them to the people that we contract with, our clients, has been extremely beneficial there. We're looking at new opportunities for our employees.
In the middle of our Destiny implementations, we went to using ISPM, the International and Specialty Program module, and we put our applications online. Since those went on, we increased our international business by half again as much. So we went from 1 million to 1.5.
Now that we've gone through all the pain of transitioning to online, I certainly don't plan on going backwards. I think we have a lot of potential that will come. We'll be able to handle that very efficiently with the same staff that we have now because the section building process has become so efficient.
We've seen such an increase in our online class enrollments that just a couple of stats, we were 68% up from last year in our online enrollments this past summer, and we're 136% currently up as of last fall. We moved to remote seamlessly. There was no change for the student or enrollment experience. We just kept going. It was not an issue for us.
Everything that we could transition from in-person, we transitioned to online in March. It didn't require very much work on the Destiny side because we just went in and changed a few of the settings that we had in our section setup. That allowed us to focus on our work with the instructors. Not having to focus on that kind of technical work was really a big help in that transition. And now that we're through that period, that's why I say that this will become a permanent part of our program now.
The fact that our staff actually all can work from home is spectacular. Everybody else can do their work on the computer and they can do it well. We did not have to do a significant reduction in courses that we offered.
Using Destiny to register and whatnot, that was a seamless process. But what it did, it showed our site office folks that they could rely on being distant. Destiny just helped us make a smooth transition. Our students didn't even know the difference.
There are sets of alert systems that are built into Destiny that we've been able to leverage very effectively. So then we have students who forget to show up for the first class sometimes. And so we also have an alert that goes out to them 3 days before the class is going to start. When our students go online and indicate that they're interested in a course that we have on the books but are not currently offering, there's an alert that goes out to them the next time that section becomes available for registration. Those things have made a big difference for us. They're all automated. It's just taken a lot of that sort of routine burden, but it also helps us avoid problems.